we'd ask you to limit your remarks to 3 minutes. Are there any petitions from the public?
Yes, my name is Nehemiah Smith, 1620 East Virginia Street, Rockland, North Carolina. The issue I had is that on Virginia Street we had a problem with the streets being patched. They came along and they patched the streets up, I guess where there was some holes or what have you. Then they came back and now they have put a thin layer of asphalt over those patches. The problem that we had with, my father made the observation that here by River's Edge, they not only put asphalt down, they tore up the entire area down to the dirt and then put in a new foundation all the way around. Now, I look at that as probably not going to wear out as fast as ours is, because ours, the same thing wasn't done there. They patched it up and then they put a patch over the patch. So, you know, I'm concerned, it seems as though you're spending double money. You spend the money to patch it up, and then you put down new asphalt over that. So it seems like you're spending double money when you could have torn it up the first time, put down a new foundation, as I see it, and just, you know, it would have been the same thing that the taxpayer over here got. We would have got the same service, but it doesn't seem like we got the same service. It seems as though we got you know, whatever, sloppy seconds.
Council, the manager, city manager to address your issue and maybe explain it to you.
Mr. Smith, first off, the process of repairing the streets depends upon the rating of each street. The city council approved funds a couple of years ago to have all of our streets rated. And it depended upon the rating of that street, determine how in-depth a repair was done. And so if we only put a layer of asphalt on Virginia Street, then that's what the engineering study actually called for. In the case of over on River's Edge, what you actually saw was a case where it called for a reconstruction of the street, because it had gotten to a certain level that the reconstruction was called for. But what they actually did over there, they actually milled the street, and then they basically put the same material back as a base. And then they went in and put a coat of asphalt. So again, they were saving money, but they were able to repair the street that it should last for some time.
Okay, so that means that when they put down the patches first, they called, that your report called for them to put down patches and then for them to come back and put.
Well, if you saw some patches there, we either had some utility cuts, and we had to repair the utility cuts, and we repaired them correctly. So then we went back and we actually did a paving job on that street. And I've ridden on Virginia Street since that paving occurred. But it's not done because it's on that side of town or anything like that. It's actually based upon an engineering analysis, an independent analysis that we pay for.
Okay.
Mr. Smith, Mayor, can I speak?
Yes, Councilmember Miller.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, any member on council will tell you this is something I've been harping about as long as I've been on council. It has nothing to do with a particular area of the city. It's just that we don't have enough money in the budget to keep up with our street repair needs. And so when they talk about rating the streets, it's rating the streets so that they can allocate the minimum funds that we do have to the best effect. If you drive out to my street and go to the intersection of Green Tea and Cardinals Knob, you'll see a number of patches and a number of holes. They were patched last fall or winter sometime. They've since come out and are need to be refilled again. One end of my street was torn up and rebuilt as you described, but to my mind, the worst section of the street didn't get any of that. But just there's not enough money.
Okay.
So I sympathize with you, and I'm glad you're bringing the issue before council.
Yes, thank you. Also, utilities are still too high.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Are there any other petitions from the public?
Hello, my name is Zanira Wiggins, and and I live at 1001 Moore Street. My question to the council is, our children, well, the National Rocky Mountain Public Schools, they get out of school on Thursday, April 14th at 12 o'clock, and they go back to school on the 25th of April. And I think at that time, on the 25th of April, Edgecombe County Schools gets out, and they're out until the 29th. So my question to the council, the mayor, and to the city manager, we've been looking around to see what the options are for our children during this spring break time and in this economic crisis, knowing that a lot of parents can't take their children out of town. What we have done as on the social network site is got some programs together from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock every day during that week of the 18th through the 21st. Starting off with a community softball game in the Steve Talbot Park. Wanted to invite any of your council members to come out there if you have time to play baseball, softball with the kids, kickball, whatever. And I just thought it would be really cool for the kids to maybe do a bike riding day with some of the council members, maybe the city manager, mayor. And also I wanted to see if there were any monies in the budget for some of your neighborhood presidents, because we're trying to do that Thursday, which is the 21st, I think, a community day where everybody in their community is responsible for all the youth in their community having something for them to do. I know that, I'm not sure how it goes, but the neighborhoods are allotted $500 each neighborhood. Just wondering if there was any money in the budget per ward for either of these spring breaks. No, nothing.
You can talk with Mr. Barney in reference to neighborhood, any funds as it relates to neighborhood association. But based on your request, no, we did not budget funds for, per ward for such activities that you're talking about.
I know that we do have community centers, the South Rocky Mountain Community Center, the BTW Community Center, but they don't have any programs set up other than basketball. They don't have any programs set up. I was wondering maybe if there could be a gang awareness workshop at the library or at the Imperial Center or something for the kids to attend, because a lot of times, I think it was Captain Falkenstock, whatever. Yes. She said when the kids are out of school, every time the kids are out of school, that the youth crimes go up. So I feel like we as a city need to do things to engage our children and have something for them to do. So if you could come together with options as a council, and we're working in the community side of trying to get people to donate things and have an activity for the kids every day, just let us know.
We will be glad to work with any neighborhood group or at the community center, and we'll work with the police department, and we'll be glad to set up some programs like what you're talking about. We can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wiggins.
I think the
Councilman Knight.
neighborhood presidents meet, is it April the 14th? So I encourage Ms. Wiggins to maybe get involved with that. They meet on a, is it monthly basis?
Yeah, second Thursday every Thursday.
In the committee room.
Did you hear that, Ms. Wiggins? There's the community neighborhood meetings meet every
Second Thursday, 4 o'clock.
of every month. So if you want to come to one or several of their meetings to discuss maybe your initiatives, that'd be a great place to do it. Okay? Yes, sir.
Good evening. My name is Tony Barnes, pastor of Remnant Outreach Church. My question is to the entire committee. I saw an article in the paper about a week ago about an outside company that wanted to regulate the utilities in the city. I didn't really quite understand why did they want to do this, and why is it that the city pretty much denounced that company for that? Why? First of all, why did they want to regulate it, and why did the city not want them to do that?
First off, it was a bill that was put forth by some of our legislators about the possibility of having the North Carolina Rate Commission Utilities Commission